Hello student, in this video we will discuss about the different type of forces. So there are the number of the forces. Number one, contact forces and non-contact forces. In the contact forces there are the two types, and in the non-contact forces we are having three types. Yes, so student, first of all we'll discuss about the contact forces. So contact forces is what student, in which the two object make a contact, and because of the making contact there will be a generation of the force. Yes, so first one will discuss here about the muscular forces. Muscular force, student, yes, when we do the exercise, yes, you can see in the picture also. When we do the exercise, so due to the muscles, our muscles exert the force, so that is the kind of the muscular force. So muscular force always be applied when our muscles make contact uh, with the any object. Okay, so this is the type of the contact force. You can see, student, one of the example we have discussed in class 6 and 7th, when digestion occur. Yes, so when we take the any kind of food, so peristaltic movement occur in our esophagus or food pipe. So why the peristaltic movement is occurring? Because in the esophagus, the muscles of esophagus is making contact with the food, so that because of that the muscular the force is developing there, yes, exerting there, because of the making contact with the food. Without the food, the peristaltic movement does not occur in our esophagus or in the food pipe. So this is the example of the contact force. First one, this is the muscular force. Then student will discuss here about the friction. Student, friction is the one of the kind of force which always exert against the moving force. Is if the any kind of like football or any kind of the you can see on the screen here, any kind of the object is move, yes, like car is move. So moving car, when apply the brake, yes, so that rough surface of the tire exert the force, yes, against the motion. Yes, so the force which occur against the motion, so that force is known as the friction force. And friction force always applied on moving object. Apart from that, student, you need to remember this friction force always work against the or opposite the direction of the moving object. So this is about the friction force. And because friction force always occur when two object surface make contact, so because of that the friction force occurs. So this is also a kind of friction force. Student, one of the picture I have given here, you can see in the car. Yes, so if you see the tire of the car, if the tire of the car having the more rough surface, so it has more friction force. As it get old, yes, so what will happen, the friction force decreases. So you can see when you run the bicycle, yes, so if you having new tires in your bicycle, so there will be less chance to fall down. But if you having the old tire, yes, so that there is a roughness will be less, so because of that you may slip, yes, when you exert or press the brake. Yes, so this is about the friction force. And without the friction force we cannot move. Yes, we walk because the friction force. So this is about the contact force. And now we'll discuss about the non-contact force. And here you can see the first example of the non-contact force. This is the magnetic force. You know very well about the magnetic force. Yes, why the magnetic force is non-contact force? Because it can occur without making the contact with another object. Yes, During the repulsion, you can see the object does not the same pole does not make contact to each other, and you can see on the screen also one of the picture I have given, by which different pole track to each other. Yes, so in some of the time what is there, the magnetic force is not making the contact with the another object, so because of that this is non contact force. Then student, second one will discuss here the electrostatic force. So about the electrostatic force, student, you need to remember this force is always occur when the charge body charge body come near to non-charged body or the charged body. So because of that the force get developed, and that is a electrostatic force. So in the electrostatic force, some of the time attraction may be there and repulsion may be there. It is because of the same charges or and the different charges. Yes, same charges attract repel to each other and different charges attract to each other, and you can see this phenomena on the screen by the GIF. Okay, you can see these charges are attracts different charges are attracting to each other, and the same charges are repelled to each other. Then student, here the last one is a gravitational force. So gravitational force always you can see always the any body, any things, any object fall towards the earth. So this is the pull of the earth. Yes, so this force is known as gravitational force. You can see in the picture where the apple is falling down from the tree. Yes, so this is the attraction of earth towards the apple. Yes, so because of that the gravitational force we can understand by this example. And student, you need to remember the gravitational force and gravity both are the same, and gravity is not a property of earth only. Yes, it can we can see this property between any kind of the object. Yes, if we want to see, yes, in this space, yes, any kind of the object attract to any other object. So the attraction between two objects, that is a gravitational force. Like for example, you and your brother are sitting to near to each other. Yes, so there is the attraction force between you and your brother, but you are not feeling that. Why? Because that force is very less as compared to the force of gravitational of the earth. So because of that you are not feeling attraction with the any kind of the object on the earth, but if we go in this space, so that attraction may be feel. Yes, so this is all about the contact force and non-contact force, and thank you.